Hi, this is Beth with a What Matters Warrant, and boy, are you in for a treat. Everyone knows John Kovac, one of Front Royal's most beloved musicians, the harpist. He's so creative and just has so much to offer this community, and he has a treat for you. He has been quarantined and has been taking advantage of the time indoors to make some amazing inventions, and you're going to hear from him right now.
Okay, so my name is John Kovac, and all this free time and the corona stuff, I've been trying to keep out of trouble and keep busy. So these two are just birds in flight, and this is like a magician. I'm not going to tell you how, but this bird will just go on forever. And this other bird will sort of go on forever moving. And amazingly, I found these robin eggs on the porch the other day. I did not invent the concept, but this is called tensangricity, I believe. But it looks like this is floating. If you think about it, how is this staying above here? And I've got another device that's keeping it moving. If it didn't have a movement, it would just stay there all the time, but it would look like it's just floating in air. And this one is my wife's favorite. She thinks I'm crazy. She thinks all these other stuff are a bit much. But this is I just call it, well, just look at it. This is actually a real crystal. That's not a piece of glass. And this little ball just keeps going on forever, around and around. Okay, and this one I just call the sands of time. And it's an hourglass, or in this case a minute glass. And it just goes around and around. Again, this is solar powered. And this one, I don't know, just call like the winds of time or whatever. And this is just a clock motor. And this is another one of these anti-gravity devices. And again, it's just like floating in air. And the last one is just a little pine tree going around and around. Well, I really have always been fascinated by things that move. And I don't think maybe that's that unique, because if you think about it, from the beginning of time, obviously man has always been fascinated by things that move. And you think about the deer, if he stays still, the tiger won't see him. But once he starts to move, you see things. So we like the trees. Look at television. It moves, at least in our brains. So I've always been fascinated by movement. And that's sort of the idea behind these things that are solar powered or clock powered or whatever. Okay, so this is what I call a Tunietype, and this one is designed to fit over a regular full-size piano. Very simple. As you press down the letters on your QWERTY keyboard, it hits the piano keyboards. And this is the same thing, but it's on a sort of like a little kiddie baby piano. But the same thing happens. Chromatic scale. "25 keys in a simple song." Just every night in the evening, I sit outside on a little sun porch and play my little squeeze box. And I know, just popped into my head one time about sort of, here's the idea. Almost anybody can type on a keyboard, but very few people can play piano. And again, I can't explain how it happened, but I thought, well, gee, if you had a QWERTY keyboard on top of a piano, as long as you had the letters written out for the tune, anybody who could hunt and peck could play a tune. And that's the idea behind this. And someday, I'll sell millions of them. What are you going to try to play, Beth? Have you ever played it before, by the way?
I have not. I've just recently been introduced to this Tunietype, right?
Tunietype.
Tunietype. And I'm super excited to play one of my favorite songs, We Are the World. I'm going to attempt to play it and see how easy it is.
All right, I put the letters out earlier. Okay.
All right, okay. Okay. is really a keyboard, and it's like your brain is like, it's like does not compute, but this is literally a keyboard. So I could, once you got used to it, you could totally not, you know, not look and just like type. It's crazy. It's just